Really. Quit changing directions. Oh, now you drop it. Yeah. And why that one bomb? But I mean, Lindsay? Right, step down. Come on. It's annoying and bad. Oh. Yeah. What? Expected. Yeah. Yeah. It's- Okay. Yeah. 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 Tricky bastard. Ah, he's still alive. Alright, slow room. What? What? No. Press start, please. Oh, dude, my start button isn't working. Damn it, that's annoying. Hmm. Huh? You want me to stop playing this and play guitar? I could do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it some more. Really made my back tired. Standing for 3 hours straight. I mean, I could play guitar while sitting down, I guess, but for a long time I've sort of had this philosophy of you should always play guitar standing up because that's what you would be doing in a live show. Because whether or not you're sitting or standing does change, like, what it feels like to play the guitar quite a bit, actually. Great. Get my ass kicked. Took a lot of damage this dungeon. Not good. Nah, don't need that. Really? Oh my god. Yeah. Bro. Oh. Oh my god. Awesome. Awesome, man. God damn, are you serious? I feel like swapping out my chair. Yeah. Cleaning a bunch of things up. Random traffic. Clean shit. me. My friend. Put me. It's gonna put me too close to the TV, isn't it? Quite centered. What's this shit? Alright. Here we go. I think it's nice. Move. What? What are you doing? What? What? What the? What? Bad one. What? Ah, oh my god, that was so... I got one arrow! Wow. Okay, salvaged. Oh, that would have worked, wouldn't it? Yeah, it seems like there really is something about this chair that hurts my neck. Thinking maybe that discomfort would go away now that I've been working out for a long time. No. I gotta switch back to the couch after this. It's a shame because the room makes a lot more sense with this chair instead of the couch in front of the TV. Could just be because the TV's too high and I'm looking up slightly when I'm sitting on this. Yeah, this chair sucks, man. Need to straight up just remove it from this room. I think it's actually because of the it's mostly the armrests are kind of high. I have to shrug my shoulders up a lot. I think that's what's causing it. Oh my god, you clumsy oaf. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever referred to myself as an oaf before. In fact, I don't even know what that means. Let me see if sitting on pillow fixes that discomfort. Once this run dies, I'm gonna switch back to the couch. Which loses quite a bit of time. Not the optimal strat. Just sitting on this chair for 20 minutes is killing me. Can't believe I used to sit on this chair for like 40 hours straight. I wonder I always had neck pain back in the day. What if I just had... Bro, wait, what? Oh, I see. That's stupid. Oh, I'm just... halfway tempted to just stop. First of all, nobody's talking, and second of all, I need to swap chairs. Third of all, the run's garbage. Keep getting hit. Getting more and more frustrated. Hey, Hubbox. Yeah. I'm just complaining. I switched back to this chair and within 20 minutes, shoulders and neck are killing me. So I gotta switch back from this chair. ASAP. So I'm scared if I don't switch again soon, it's gonna make me sore all day tomorrow too. Well, I'm sitting on a pillow now to raise my height, which is making it a lot better. But I think the damage has already been done, so no matter how I sit, it's gonna hurt. So normally, if the pillow is not here, I'm down here. And now my elbows are like really elevated, and you can see my shoulders are pretty like shrugged up here. I think that's what the problem is. Switching chairs not so simple because this is a very big chair and I'd be switching to a couch. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just like 2 hours ago, I finally figured out what's causing Botan to be scared of me. Because she had gotten like real social, like starting last night, and then like all of yesterday, and she wanted to like cuddle all the time, just being totally nice again. And then she got real scared again today, just like a couple hours ago. I realized what it is. It's when Bruce attacks her and I try to stop Bruce. That's what it is. She sees me getting involved and even a little frustrated at Bruce, and she thinks that I'm part of the attack. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, not yelling at them, but like, kind of moving up to where they are quickly and being like, hey, stop it, stop it. That freaks her out. I mean, I don't know if that'll work. The situation doesn't usually call for that specifically. But it makes a lot more sense now. Like, I see what like the pattern is, because like she'll be fine some days, and then all of a sudden she'll just seemingly randomly start being scared of me again. And I realize now it's like, oh, every time it's probably because I chased Bruce off. No, no, you can't just walk up to him and pick him up in most of these situations. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's a dead run now. I don't really want to, because I didn't open the chest before I used the mirror. Yeah, these cats are running around the house chasing each other twice as fast as I could possibly run. Usually going into tight areas that I can't even get to. I can't just walk up to Bruce and pick him up in the middle of that situation. I can't catch him. I can't get into tight enough space to get him. Like, yeah, that won't work. As soon as they start wrestling, it turns into a chase, and then they'll get to another room, and then they'll start wrestling for like a second in that room, and then they'll chase to another room, and then wrestle in that room. That's not really a thing. I don't have, like... There's no food container to shake. It's a machine, and I never have to touch it. Because it's automated. God damn it. Yeah, it's annoying. Oh, okay. I probably spent more than 2 hours cuddling with Botan in the past 24 hours, and now she's hiding from me again. Also, you said when your cats had acne, it took a couple weeks to clear up. Well, it's been almost a month, and Botan still has the same supposed pimple, which I don't think that's what it could even be at this point, because, like, if it were just acne, if it were a single pimple, there's no way the same pimple would be there for like a month straight. It doesn't make any sense. So I think it's something else. But most of what I've read on the internet says that no matter what it is, it's probably nothing to be too scared of. It's like mostly cosmetic. Yeah, but there's a difference between acne and a single pimple or a single bump. We're talking about a single bump that has not gone away or changed really at all for over a month. That doesn't sound like acne. Although it does look like she has like minor chin acne in other ways, like the little like black scabby things. Main thing I'm worried about is if it's something that does need to get like removed or something. Like I want to do that as soon as possible. But like it doesn't have any of the like warning signs that like where they would recommend you go to the vet over it. Yeah, like the only thing is like one of the warning signs, one of the reasons you would go to the vet, again, is if it's continuing to get bigger. But I'm scared it's going to be one of those things where, like, I can't tell that it's bigger, even though it is getting bigger all the time, until it's, like, really big all of a sudden. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, I looked it up. I mean, if a single cat pimple, according to Google, can last from anywhere from a few days to like a little over a week, basically. That's how long a single pimple can last. So there's no way this is a pimple. Just no way. But this vet said not to bring her back unless, like, starts turning red, or it looks infected, or it has like discharge, or like it gets a lot bigger. None of those things have happened. Although I think it might have gotten a little bit bigger. Maybe, I don't know. I would say I'm 99% sure it's the same bump. Shoulders and neck feel so much better in this chair. It's completely different. Although this chair also forces me into a shrugged shoulder position, which means that's probably not what it is. It's causing. I think maybe it's like shrugged shoulders plus a very rounded forward upper back. So this chair kind of like keeps your upper back more straight. I think I will switch the couch back into position here instead of using the computer chair, because yeah, I feel a little bit of shoulder neck discomfort in this position as well. Also, it's the same chair that I work in the whole day. I feel like there's got to be some value to, like, at least if you're gonna sit all day, at least like switch your chair at some point in the middle of the day. Yeah, I guess like with Botan and Bruce's dynamic, like I gotta like kind of just resist the urge to get involved. It's like almost like you have a kid that's getting bullied in school. Like you can't go beat up the bully yourself. Like you gotta like sort of hope your kid can like learn to defend himself. Hopefully it's really bad RNG in this mini game. I don't feel any pressure to hurry. Then I can just do the couch thing. Pretty low on money. I might have issues with money, actually. I'm gonna need to find almost 50 rupees extra. It's a lot. I know where I can get 25 pretty easily. But to get 50, I'll have to go like pretty far out of my way, actually. Part of me is unsure that I even want to continue this run. It's very much a dead run. But I didn't start this speed run with the intent to PB. That's not why I started streaming tonight. Oh my god. I'm 53 in EQ, but like there isn't like a very entertaining zone to grind in anymore. So the other day I had declared that I was done. I'm not going to play it anymore. But there's a zone I haven't tried yet. It might be all right, I guess, that I could check out. So I could do that. I also don't need to stream much longer anyway, because it's already after 10. I know, yeah, it doesn't feel as late as it is today. That was lullaby long. Um, Dude. I was watching some World's Strongest Man competitions today. After seeing that, this whole couch moving thing is seeming pretty pathetic. Guys are like moving shit around this 400 pounds, no problem. Those guys also weigh like 400 pounds, so that's a big part of it. This isn't quite how I had things at the very beginning of the stream, but close enough. Might actually be better in some ways. Too low. Yeah, it's an elbow thing. This is more comfortable because there's nothing restricting my elbow movement. Well, there is on the left side, but a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's the restriction of having an armrest. Which sucks because the room would make a lot more sense if I were using a single chair, not a couch here. I have no desire to move fast in this run now. I want to just chill. I don't care if I close the text boxes quickly. I don't care if I do my menus quickly. None of that shit, y'all. I'd be lying, though, if I said I were finishing this run for any reason other than wanting to have symmetry of how much time I spend practicing certain parts of the run. It's kind of a bad reason. I was always very critical, still am, very critical of speedrunners who reset a lot because they're getting very disproportionate amounts of practice in the early game versus the late game. That should be like perfectly balanced, ideally. I assume you would have said something if you had gotten that job you wanted. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they would have lied and said that if they had already decided no. But you never know. There are a couple things you have to consider is A, how big is the company? In this case, it's a very big company. B, how soon do they need this role filled? That you might be able to answer more than me, but like maybe they don't need that role filled for a couple months. Been doing any diet stuff? Cool. My insane rapid weight gain finally stabilized. At this point, I'm fairly confident that almost all of that weight gain was muscle. So not good. I want more. But no, it'll keep coming on. We're gonna get 36 rupees. We've done chapter 1 of the next Virus book yet? Oh wow, we got kind of far then. Yeah, a lot of interesting shit happens in this book. I'm very close to done with Dungeon Crawler Carl, and like my evaluation of it has gone down actually quite a bit. Yeah, it's even venturing dangerously close to the I wish I'd never even read it fucking category. It's not a serious book. Like, it's just silly. The whole thing is just like it tries to have some like emotional depth here and there, but it's just it's a superficial like just fun fantasy land kind of thing. It's not like it's just don't take it seriously. Also, the big thing that's making me not like it is the voice actor, actually. Like, he's really good at his job. But, like, there's several character voices, and, like, every time he does them, I just, like, I cringe and, like, I want to turn it off. Because I hate the way he does those voices so much. And it turns out, like, one of the characters whose voices I hate is, like, one of the main characters. So, like, I have to listen to it all the time. I'm so sick of it. And that character, I won't say which character it is, but, like, that character is just very annoying in general. Like, I'm so annoyed by them. Annoyed by a lot of other things. I think the characters are a little overly self-righteously violent. Like, they're starting to justify violence towards people who don't really deserve it just because they've been wronged. It's like, well, we're the real victims here, so it's okay if we hurt you. That kind of attitude that a lot of like rebellious people kind of have. It's like that victimhood mentality. It's like we're such a victim that now it's okay to lash out and hurt other people because, well, we're the victims here. It's like, no, not. I mean, you are victims, but that doesn't justify doing certain things to other people. So. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to moving on to some other series. I mean, I'll still listen to the new book that's coming out next month. But I mean, it's entertaining, but like my number one criticism would be the character voices that I don't like. Like they're just like they're so fucking obnoxious. Like they're trying to be really funny, and it's just not landing for me. It's just like really annoying. It's like the way like it reminds me of like cartoons. It's like in a way like a lot of it just feels like cartoonish, like it's the kind of shit that kids would think is funny, but like adults just think is really annoying. It's kind of how I feel. What's a good example? I might not have any good examples because you might not agree with me. It's like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory. You know what I'm talking about? Dexter's sister. Like, she's just fucking really obnoxious and annoying. Like, really energetic, and everything is just, like, really overblown. Just ridiculous. That's how some of the characters, some of even, like, the main characters in Dungeon Crawler feel to me at this point. And like I really like when shit gets serious, shit gets like a little like not political like real life politics, but political in the sense that like you have factions with interesting things going on. Like I like that kind of stuff. Every once in a while, sometimes the plot feels very serious. But there are tons of times where, like, it doesn't feel like anything matters because it's just so silly. An eye out for a rupee drop here. Ooh, there we go. Alright, that solves my money problems. It did take a little time to get that, but not as bad as other backup methods would have been. Yeah, I don't have a next book series in mind. Like, I need one, but like the reality is just I'm very hard to please. And like 9 out of 10 books that I try, I'm not gonna like, unfortunately. That's why I keep, like, that's why I listen to the same books so many times over and over again. It's like once I find one I really like, I'm not going to learn anything new, really, if I listen to them again, but at least I know I won't hate it. I would listen to 12 Months again if something, like, significant actually happened in that book. Like, there aren't a lot of moments in 12 Months that I want to, like, go back and revisit. Whereas, like, I could hear the finale of Changes, like, over and over again and still like it every time. Wizard's First Rule, that's the name of the series. You probably already mentioned it and I just don't remember. What makes you suggest it? Do you have any reason to believe that it might be good? No, it's something you've actually already read. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I think I looked this up and like the reviews weren't that amazing. I didn't like actually read what the reviews were for fear of spoilers, but like it was like only 4 stars or something. But that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. Like, could be 4 stars because like an angry feminist read it or something. Ah, it's popular. I see. That explains. Yes, yeah, exactly why you can't trust the ratings that people give it. How do I only have 2 viewers, dude? Is it because I played EverQuest for a while and people just decide to stop checking my stream out? Oh. Slow in the start there. Yeah, now these guys are all out of position. Yep. I think I might have screen transitioned too soon after killing them. I might face it. We're done. No, it's not that correct. Yeah, we'll do that room. Oh my god. Maybe try this to Harry Potter again. Those are good books, but the main issue with Harry Potter is that at the end of the book they have like literally minors fighting wars. Which I think, like, when you're a kid reading that, it's not a big deal, but as an adult, it's like, it seems really fucked up. That's too low. No, no. Hmm. Oh, no. I don't, as a general rule, I don't do things that cost significant effort to save like a little bit of money per month. Yeah, it's laziness, but there's also, I guess there's a little fear of judgment as well, which I shouldn't be too concerned about. Yeah, true. It's a pretty good deal if you don't have to pay a deposit. Yeah. I think my landlords consider me a major pain in the ass. So, like, they probably don't want to do anything to, like, further upset them. Yeah, like, I can't count the number of things that I've complained to them about. And also with my psychiatrist, I feel like he's already doing me such a huge favor by giving me the notes to let me work from home. I don't know, I guess for some irrational reason, I feel like if I ask for too much, he's gonna just start denying everything, which doesn't really make sense. He knows that I'm basically paying for him to do that. What? What? No! I also don't want my landlord to find out that, like, I don't even have, like, the cat that they have on file anymore. In fact, I have 2 cats that they don't know about. I'd probably be paying double pet rent if they knew I had 2 cats right now. I'm pretty sure when I had 3 cats, that, like, was just straight up not allowed. But they were never gonna find out, because seeing Botan is impossible. She's like the leprechaun. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. But my main concern is gonna be finding a place that allows pets call. My ideal living situation would be renting a house, but like all the houses for rent don't allow pets. I'm not so much, mostly because of the local infrastructure available. It's a bad situation here. Like, I feel like I was explaining to somebody, I thought it was you just the other day, how like I have a vet that I really like that less than a mile away. I have like an eye doctor I really like less than a mile away. A dentist I really like less than a mile away. Fucking grocery store 1 block away. It's like I have like all this shit like it's like less than a mile away from me. It's like super convenient. Not to mention all the restaurants. Well, yeah, if there's still restaurants I like, that'd make a good argument. And to be honest, I don't really have that much variety in what restaurants I eat from anymore. It's pretty much just 3. P.F. Chang's, Taco Bell, and the Indian place. If work finds out that I'm moving somewhere with the lower cost of living, they will change my salary. So that's something to consider too. And I definitely can't move to another state without them finding out. There's like tax implications. And the only places nearby to live that are in Virginia are going to be super expensive too. Yeah, like I wouldn't try to hide something like that. Really, I don't have much of a problem with just spending my whole life right here. I mean, it's sad to think that there wouldn't be any more significant changes for the entirety of the rest of my life. But I'm already kind of in that situation at this point. That just sucks. Really? I don't think there are cheaper suburbs. Not really. Might not have been fast enough. Yep, yeah, that was bad. Guy's not supposed to extend his neck like that once if you do the fight correctly. I think I really lack imagination as well. Like, I have a difficult time imagining living in a better place at this point. Other than like living in a straight up mansion. Which would be annoying because then I'd have to walk a lot further to things. But yeah, at this point, like, nothing short of a mansion is going to ever feel like an upgrade to this place. It's like plenty big enough. I pretty much never can hear my neighbors, which if I moved anywhere else, that would not be guaranteed. It would not be significantly cheaper. Like maybe 10 years ago it would have been, but like I looked at apartment prices and house prices, like even shit that's like 30 miles west in like West Virginia, even those places are like crazy expensive now. I mean, if I looked real hard, like was really passionate about finding something, I'm sure I could find a better deal than what I have. I'm sure it's possible, but it doesn't seem worth the effort. Especially just with like having like I basically have twice as much stuff as I've ever had all the other times I've ever moved in my life. So like the moving process would be harder than I've ever experienced. But I could always hire more help for that, I guess. But the thing is like putting all my shit in boxes and like unpacking it and deciding where it goes in the new place, like that, you can't really get help for that. Now, if I could keep the same square footage with no neighbors that I could hear, I would move for like probably like $300 less per month. Yeah, it wouldn't have to be a lot cheaper. Like hell, I'd almost do it just for just the novelty of having something new and interesting. Promise you can't really know if, like, you can't hear your neighbors until you've already committed and moved in. Oh yeah, 1,000 less per month for the same living conditions is definitely worth moving for. I just don't see how it's possible. Fuck, dude. How did I get in this situation? This has never happened before. How did I get in this situation? Not necessarily, dude. I think if you have a house, you're much more likely to have a neighbor whose dog barks all the time, which is one of the worst situations you can be in. Where I live now, like, they can't have a dog barking all the time. Like, they would get evicted. I would take noisy people over dogs any day of the week. Definitely. Dogs just, as unpopular opinion as it is, dogs just kind of annoy me in general. So like that would drive me crazy. But I don't really like people either, so. Hearing any noise at the wrong time of day would be like pretty much equally annoying to me, but the dog barking definitely pisses me off a lot. The biggest difference, like the main way people could be worse, is that dogs usually only bark during the day, but people can be loud in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, it wouldn't really help that much if it got further away. It's always been a very rapidly evolving, like, increasing population. There are always tons more and more people moving into the Northern Virginia area, so there's always a very high demand. And most places are a lot more expensive than where I live now because of being new buildings. Like, they'll make some new apartment complex and then charge people way more than it's worth just because it's new. Winchester is solid though. That's a good place to live. That's close to where I grew up, like in high school, and it's very wealthy. It's still a pretty wealthy area, but it's also got like some of that, a little bit of that like country feel to it as well. It's kind of places where people with horses who ride horses all day live, like rich ass people who fucking have horses, but also live far away from the city. Yeah, I think Winchester would be considered too far away to get the same salary, but I don't know until I ask. But no, I would like living in Winchester a lot more than here. Like, I think the chances that I would find a woman who I match well with in Winchester is way higher than out here. Yeah, Winchester is like in almost every way imaginable a better place to live than here. Like, I don't think that I would be allowed to, I guess. Yeah, but the women there aren't gonna hate me because I'm a white male. And like assume that I'm like a predator. That's what they do here. So, there may be more women, but the chances of finding one that likes me is a lot. Wow, that run was still a 155. It's like long break in the middle, bad RNG, lots of huge mistakes. That's good. Yeah, like women. How many women might be in the area isn't a major factor in the decision. I will say though, like if I wanted to start a family, like legit, there's zero chance I'd be willing to do that where I currently live. I would not want my kids picking up on the kind of ideologies that would prevail around here. Some place like Winchester would be a lot better. Although not necessarily. Decent G. Decent sized G there. I'm surprised if Winchester really were a cheaper place to live. I imagine most of the houses out that way have to cost close to $1 million. Like I said, that's like aristocrat with horses territory. Like, those are like the richest people in the fucking country. people who have like a fucking ranch to themselves with fucking just tons of land, huge ass mansion that it's like really secluded. Nice, that's a good deal. I mean, if I had like a really big house, like there are even more things that I would want to get that I can't fit in my current place. Like I would get a like a legit drum set. Always wanted one of those. I'd want to get a pool table. That's kind of a pipe dream, and honestly, I don't think I would play with the pool table enough to justify buying it. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Like, I'm gonna keep streaming or what? I don't know. Not ready for bed yet, but I learned that I gotta stop streaming like quite a long time before I actually want to fall asleep because it takes a while to wind down. I probably should go. My throat hurts, so I don't want to talk too much. Yeah, I want to go to sleep at like 12:30 to 1, somewhere in there, so a little more than an hour from now. So probably a good time to stop. Yeah, there's something up with my throat today. So yeah, I gotta stop talking. It's not really a new zone. I hunted there on my level 60 wizard once, and I got super bored really quick. I mean, playing as a wizard versus a necromancer is a little different, but I think fundamentally the zone would not be good. It's actually extremely similar to that zone you saw that was on the moon, and it had like the permanently blue sky with the weird clouds. It's like almost exactly like that. So. Yeah, especially that zone 2.0. It's much higher level mobs, and there's no oxygen in that zone for some reason, so you need like an enduring breath buff of some kind to breathe. But it's fine, I have an earring I could wear that gives me permanent enduring breath. I'm not sure what would cause a sore throat. Allergies, maybe? I guess it is that time of year. Definitely don't feel like I'm getting a cold or anything. It's just scratchy throat. Maybe the AC getting turned on after HVAC system being dormant for a while. Got some dust moving through the air. Oh, I also yelled in traffic this morning. That's why. That's what did it. That did it. Yeah. That's definitely what caused it. Yeah. Fuckers just had to be everywhere. Just fucking go really slow and just be all congested. Alright. Thanks for watching, man. I hope you have a good night. Anyone else that's here.